see those. We want to see what Mark and Paul look like again. We haven't seen them in a while. There you go. Yeah, that's good. And don't forget, we got the guys from the National Rifle Association back there. We are selling raffle tickets, raffles for rifles. I can't think of a better alliteration. Raffles for rifles. But anyway, we're going to talk a little bit next. Coming up next is their boss. General manager, Cat Country, and also from Townsquare Media, Mr. Don Oylear. Let's hear it for Don.
Let me just lower this.
Just start with the short jokes. I had this stuff written down because this is the part of the show where we're supposed to say some nice things, and first of all, it took me a long time to think of things to write down. And then second, I had to write them down because I knew I wouldn't forget them. So, I always think when I speak before a crowd, my speech teacher in Polson, Montana, that's right, I'm from Montana. My speech teacher, Mrs. Farmer, said, and you know this, always think of the audience. But I'm not doing that. I'm thinking of these guys, naked. So let me get into this a little bit. This is not good. Mrs. Mushaven. Are you people seeing what I'm saying? Paul, stand up. Stand up. Now this is quite impressive. Face the crowd. Very impressive. Thank you. I'm good now. I'm relaxed. Haven't gone through that. So let me tell you first of all about the real Mark and Paul. I mean, you think you know what's going on. For example, Paul has, in his locker, has this beautiful plaque. It's got a little note down at the bottom. It's got 3 pictures in it. And the note says, Paul, thank you for the donation. Barack Obama, President of the United States. And then there's a picture, the first picture on the right-hand side, is Paul coming to the president, shaking hands with this shit-eating grin on his face. And then the middle one, they're hugging each other. People don't know this about you. And then the third one, they're shaking hands and he's got that grin on his face again. So, and then there's the business of Paul being a farmer. It's all theater of the mind. We hear on the air, farmer this and farmer that, and farmer pick a song, and all that stuff. Paul goes home from work, and if he doesn't go out to ride his bike that he's got in the pickup truck, he builds websites. He builds websites for farmers. That's how he knows so much about farming. I mean, this guy is a technological genius. Anything that's wrong at the station that needs help with a computer, Paul is there to help anybody on the staff. Yeah.
Except the copier.
Well, that's all. Again, just theater of the mind. The whole issue with the copier. Sometimes we get to work, he'll be working on the copier. He swears a lot when he works on the copier. And then we got Mark, who's supposed to be the bachelor party guy. Look at these Bud Light lines. He's got one of those homebrew bottle capper things. He takes off the lids of the Bud Light line, pours it out, pours O'Doul's in there, and then puts the caps back on. He's been in AA since 1992. This guy's not a partier, And the fact that he's supposed to be this wild bachelor everybody talks about. He's got 4 kids, a family, and he's the treasurer of his church. Now you can say, how can this happen? And I can tell you, behind the scenes, it's all research. It's the kind of people you want them to be. But it's not the real Mark Paul. So, you know, you've heard a lot about the number of PDs, the number of managers. When I first got here, the first thing they said to me was, "You won't last." No. Welcome to cat country. You won't last. None of the rest of them did. But, you know, if you do last, we need to have a 25th anniversary party. That was the second thing out of their mouth. This was 10 months ago. We need to have a 25th anniversary party. Now, just as a question, how long have you guys been on the air together? Together on the air. I thought it was more like 24 years. Karen, how many years has it been? It's been 24 years. So I think what I have coming next year is the 2nd annual 25th anniversary party for the Breakfast Flakes. So we'll probably have one of these every year going forward. So I did get, in fact, if Jamie can bring the Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers bag over here.
Is that this one?
I really do have
no,
some
that one.
halfway nice things to say about you guys. Thank you. We've only been able to work together for 10 months of your 24 or 25 years, give or take a year there. But you know, it has truly been a pleasure, and I can say how fortunate that I am that I didn't have to work with you for the first 24 years. So right now, I do have some. These are actually, you know, they're not the little tiny key. That was not my idea, by the way. The key to the city had nothing to do with that. It was all Live and Large Larry. But I have some gifts that were picked out by Scott Wickham at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers. And these are not fake gifts, they're real gifts that I want to give to you guys. They're handcrafted, and they're actually specific to each one of you. So I want to make sure that you get the right one. That one is yours, Mark.
Cool.
This one is yours, Paul. So, and I do want to say, you know, which one of you wants the really nice bag? The expensive bags. But on behalf of all of us at Cat Country and all of those who have come before us and all of the people gathered here and all the listeners you've had over the years, thank you for 25 years of some of the greatest radio that's been heard in America. So, congratulations.